Hello everyone and welcome to day 8 of the BookTube Vlog-Nukkah calendar. Yay! We have 2 more days because I have 9 books, so I'm throwing a bonus day in there. As I said in the intro, a little extra love and light never hurt anybody, especially now. Grabbing the tin and drum roll please. Okay. Okay. Grab a book to read it flat. Beth's story. Didn't do quite as good a job writing that one out. I didn't poke quite as hard as I should have, so some of the letters weren't as pronounced as they should have been. That is this one. And the back only has a couple sentences, but it has a front flap, so that is what I am going to read to you. Painfully shy Beth March is excited to visit New York City with her parents. The theater, opera, symphony, museums, Beth loves every minute of her adventure. She even meets Abraham Lincoln and has the courage to tell him that women deserve the right to vote. But once she's back home in Massachusetts, none of Beth's schoolmates believe that she really spoke to Mr. Lincoln, or that she even met him. They know Beth is shy, too shy to talk to a man running for president of the United States. Even Beth's younger sister Amy thinks she's lying. Now Beth wishes she'd never been to New York until she's surprised by an unexpected visitor. I think I read this one. I remember liking it, but I don't think it was my all-time favorite. But yeah, as with all of these, it'll be interesting to reread it as an adult and share my thoughts. All right, see you later. Hello, I am back with my thoughts on Beth's story. So, like I said, in this one, she goes to New York with her parents, and one of the first things they see when they go is a sewing machine, and this was well before electricity became what it is. So this would have been a mechanical sewing machine. So with the modern ones, you know, you push an electric pedal and it does its thing. The older ones were mechanical, so you'd still push a pedal, but it would work more like an old-fashioned wooden spinning wheel, as in moving mechanical parts but no electricity. And nowadays, you know, advances in technology are so fast that it's like, yeah, whatever. You've seen one advancement, you've seen them all, but you have to look at it through the context of back then, you know, when families like the Marches had to make and mend their own clothing. A sewing machine wouldn't be like a tool for hobby projects like it is for a lot of people now. Like that would have been like a staple household appliance, I guess you could say. So I guess I was just thinking about like how exciting advances in an innovation used to be before we were, discovering something new every week. So that's just that stuck out to me. I was thinking about that. And I was also thinking about my trip to Washington, D.C. when I was 17. This would have been 2005. And um, sorry, I'm really tired. What am I trying to say? Um, the aspects of the trip that I thought were really cool were like different parts of the Smithsonian. So the Smithsonian is a collection of museums. I think there's actually over 30 museums. So um, when someone says they went to the Smithsonian in DC, there is any number of places they could be referring to. One thing I saw that was super interesting was an exhibit on traditional Sikh communities. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I was fascinated by this exhibit. So there were like photos and videos of modern day traditional Sikh communities, and that was really really interesting. And then the parts of it that were like interesting in a more meaningful, sobering kind of way were things like um, the Holocaust Museum. I've talked a little bit about my visit there, and then also the Vietnam Memorial, designed by Maya Lin. So yeah, that was quite the experience packed trip, and reading the book kind of brought back some of those memories. Okay, I will end this here and be back soon. All right, thanks again for bearing with me with all the delays getting these videos up. It's been an interesting couple weeks. All right, take care, guys. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor and hit the thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Like you Bye.